video is to add a little clarification to your study guide for flexibility in Chapter 5. This would be information that would be in section number, or question number 6 on neurological factors. Starting off with the muscle spindle, here's a schematic of what a muscle spindle would look like. As you can see, it's within the muscle, parallel to the muscle fibers. So your definition that you should be able to hopefully glean out of the book would be the muscle spindle is a neuromuscular spindle that lies between regular muscle fibers. And it is sensitive to muscle length or stretch and rate of change. So the rate of the stretch. And the effects, or it responds with what we call a reflexive contraction. Okay. Moving on then to information about the GTOs. The GTOs are long, delicate tubular capsules located at the distal and proximal muscle tendon junctions. So they aren't located in the muscle, but rather where the muscle and the tendons come together are your Golgi tendon organs. All right. Your GTOs will respond, or are sensitive, to muscle contraction or tension. So when the tension reaches a certain level, they'll react or respond with what we call reflexive relaxation, so that they'll be able to stretch out. Okay? So muscle tension, they're sensitive, and the effect is a reflexive relaxation. That should be in your notes. This reflexive relaxation in some texts is also called autogenic inhibition. So when you see the term autogenic inhibition, you can think of a relaxation, and that is through the GTOs. There is another term, though, called reciprocal inhibition, and this is what is next. It says an isotonic contraction of an agonist muscle, and we can use the example of quadriceps. Will cause a relaxation of the antagonist muscle, or the muscle on the opposite side of the joint, which is your hamstrings. And this phenomena they term reciprocal inhibition. So reciprocal meaning the opposite, and inhibit meaning to relax or cause to rest. And that this is a result of muscle spindles. Okay. So briefly, let's review just what happens then with a quick stretch. So when a muscle stretches quickly, which is down here, I guess I have it opposite of your notes, but when a muscle stretches quickly, the MS or muscle spindles cause a reflexive contraction immediately because they respond to quick stretches to prevent the muscle from being overstretched. If you hold the stretch longer than, say, 6 seconds, then the GTO's message, so the message that they respond to, will finally get to the brain and will cause a reflexive relaxation. Should be in your notes. Reflexive relaxation of the stretched muscle to protect it from tearing. And then this message will override the message from the muscle spindles. Okay. The next sentence, though, says when a stretch is applied slowly, you won't fire the muscle spindles. But the GTOs will fire, if it's held longer than 6 seconds, to inhibit contraction of the muscle because they respond with a reflexive relaxation, so the muscle will relax even further. So we're talking about the role of muscle spindles and GTOs in stretching, and how in rehab typically we want a reflexive relaxation, so we're going to use slow stretches so that we don't have the muscle spindles fire. but rather the GTOs will fire and cause a reflexive relaxation. This is why we hold stretches longer than 6 seconds so that the GTO message can get through to the brain, and then we have a relaxation of the muscle that we're trying to stretch. So hopefully that adds a little clarity to what you have in the book about the neurological factors in regards to stretching. So that should be number 6 in your notes.